The Fury. Wee. Zito, you're gonna be a good boy. I just know it. Hi. Come on.
Okay, Zito.
I'm just gonna cover the camera. No need to watch me putz, right? They can hear me putz. No need to watch.
Nice burp. Nice burp. Wow. They're just gonna hear.
A big whiner, that's right.
New message request. Hey friends. I made a
And people are rolling in.
Oh man, you're killing me, dude.
Ooh, we got a few people and then lost them.
Probably because all they can hear is a big whiner.
Yeah.
Hey, hey.
Sorry.
Probably.
I was running so slow this morning and last night too. I gotta call again.
You never call until you have to complain.
I thought you were gonna call the.
I don't even have her account information.
Well, that's fine. You can go either route you want. I'm happy to call. Hello, everybody. If you are the team lead, go ahead and send a message to Maria Lagrasso with just a thumbs up emoji, little Facebook thumbs up. You know, when your team is ready, go ahead and have just the team captain, send a thumbs up button on Facebook Messenger to Maria. Just the team captain. We don't need everybody chiming in. There are enough people as it is.
Yeah, we have a lot.
We got a record breaker. That's for sure. Got a lot of teams playing in. No surprise why. Roustabout's a great theater. And of course, Maria and I have been working hard to make this a fun event and spread it amongst our friends and colleagues. Don't forget those colleagues.
Other people have too, it seems.
Yeah, that's great news. At this point, we have had a few teams where we don't know people at all, and that's pretty exciting. Yeah, people are already in it. Go ahead and throw some comments in the chat. Hi, Thomas. Hello, Harley. Hope everybody's doing great today. Shout out to Thomas and Harley, first people in the chat, but especially Harley. She was the first person in the chat. Again, if your team leader hasn't already, when the team is ready, go ahead and send a message to Maria. For the most part, she messaged everybody, I believe.
I did. Some teams have not contacted me back at all.
Not everybody's reached out to her, though, so go ahead and have your team leader send it in. The baby is slightly to my left. He's strapped to Maria's chest. He's got a reverse backpack situation going on. Yeah, he's got bad hiccups right now. See if those go down. Maria, I'm getting comments like, where's the baby? Hi, guys. Where's Zito?
He'll come out in a little bit. He will.
Sure. He'll come out a little later.
We're looking for somebody from Tired of Winning.
Tired of Winning? When your team's ready, send a like to Maria on Facebook Messenger. Your team captain, that is.
Will you put my Facebook in the comments?
I would be happy to. If you don't have Maria's Facebook and you're the team captain, go ahead and friend her. I'm going to put it in the...
Here, send me a Facebook message or friend me.
Yeah. I'm going to put it in the chat here. So you can send her a Facebook message. You can friend her, but that's a quick shortcut to find her.
Yeah. I also have not heard today from the Awkward Sirens.
Awkward Sirens.
And somebody else. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I said it like it's a shout out. It's not a shout out. It's a plea to
We have not heard
that we haven't heard from
We
you.
don't know if you exist.
Yeah. Let me rephrase that. Awkward Sirens. Less of a shout out tone.
So Tired of Winning, Awkward Sirens. And there's another one. Hold on.
Tired of Winning, Awkward Sirens. We're still waiting on your team leader to
Stable
check in.
Geniuses.
Stable Geniuses too.
Just people that I really haven't heard from at all.
Ooh. People are adding to the ranks.
Good. Send your friends the link.
Yeah, no, we got new team players. Oh, we got those team rivalries coming up. Team rivalries. All right, it's 7 o'clock. We're still waiting on 3 teams. We're going to give a little bit of cushion time. We'll just give a few more minutes because we're waiting on 3 teams, and 3 teams is not insignificant.
Yeah. They're all new teams.
They're all new, so they may be trying to find it. If anybody in your team needs it, of course, send that YouTube link. Please don't look through my personal YouTube page. I have not had the time to delete anything.
Something inappropriate.
There's nothing inappropriate, but it's probably not things that I would want friends and family to see. Just strangers on the internet. If anybody. To be frank, I'm not sure I know how to delete things from YouTube. They make it difficult to find. Everybody, please remember that the chat is for smack talking and making jokes and pop culture references. It is not for sharing and giving answers. Again, that's important. The chat is exclusively for smack talking, trash talking, making jokes, and general revelry. Please do not use the chat to submit answers. I just want to make sure everybody knows that. Smack, smack, trash, trash. Crunch, crunch. Going to give a couple more minutes because we're still waiting on those 3 teams. They're new teams. Hopefully they liked the event or liked the page or are friends with me because those are the 3 places I shared that link. That should be about the bulk of everybody. But who knows?
Can we say,
Yeah.
this is so annoying. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. Can Anna from Best of Teams and Best of Women message me? I checked my requests and I don't have a message from you.
Anna from Best of Teams and Best of Women, please message Maria. We're not getting any activity from you. So again, Anna of Best of Teams, Best of Women, please message Maria on Facebook so we can make sure teams all set to go. Again, if you don't have Maria's Facebook link, I just posted it in the chat.
Just tell her, like, because they said, her team said that she messaged me back. I don't have anything in my...
Yeah, they said they messaged her, but we're not. She's not getting that message. Make sure that you're messaging her and not the trivia page. Of course, if you do message the trivia page, we do see that, but sometimes there's a little delay. Wow.
Yeah, check that, but yeah, let's see.
Cool. Still waiting on 3 teams?
No, I'm waiting on Best of Teams and Best of Women.
Okay, Best of Teams, Best of Women.
And Stable Geniuses.
Stable Geniuses. Again, message Maria ASAP. We're going to give you about 2 more minutes of cushion time. 2 minutes, we're going to go ahead and get rolling.
I assume that you posted it to the page.
I did post it to the page. I imagine that's how all these other fine people found it. We're not competing with that Jeff Daniels thing tonight, right?
What Jeff Daniels thing?
Jeff Daniels is doing a little... Well, he's done it like 3 times now. So it was like a little unplugged acoustic set for the Purple Rose. That's a shush to Zito.
When this game starts, I don't
Cool.
stop. And there's a little bit more break time.
All right, everybody. We're going to start in just about 2 more minutes if we don't get those teams to come in.
They'll catch
We'll catch them up. We're just going to give them a little bit of cushion time because they're new teams. I'm going to take that, babe.
Okay. You want me to?
Whatever's easiest for you in the long run.
In the long run?
Or for now. I mean, we can transfer over at any time. I just don't want you to lose
Well,
it.
if he's in a good mood, we can try to transfer. The fans want to see ya. I still haven't got a hold of, actually, I don't know if I've seen awkward silence or not. Ooh. Oh, Zeta, no. You asked for this.
All right, everybody. You asked for this.
Yeah.
Yes, demand was made, and now Zito is here, and now he's furious. He was not looking forward to socializing tonight. All right, everybody. So we're still waiting on two teams, but that's okay. We're going to get him caught up. It's fine.
Anybody knows, here.
But we're going to... Oh, okay.
Just because usually, with teams that we don't know, usually somebody knows them. They didn't just like find us out of the blue totally. So if maybe anybody from Roustabout, if you guys know Cynthia Page Bogan, I messaged her from Stable Geniuses. I messaged her. She didn't message me back. So I'm looking for her. And then I'm trying to figure out if Scott Oostendorp messaged me back or not. So maybe I'm just slow. But I figured I'll just say it because I can talk better than I can find. Okay? All right. So Andy's going to give you the rules.
All right, everybody. Thanks for your patience as we waited for those new teams to try to check in. Everybody hunker down in your bunker because we're going to have 2 rounds of trivia tonight. There are going to be 10 questions per round, followed by a bonus round, and then a final question. Bonus question. I'm sorry, everybody. You're going to have to ignore the baby for a little bit. He's going to calm down soon. You got to believe me.
You want to take a lap? And
I'm going to take a lap. Great. Maria's going to go over the
We're going to trade for a second. He's been so good lately. So, on Thursdays, as you guys know, usually you barely even hear him. Okay. All right. Hunker in your bunker for 2 rounds of trivia.
catchphrase.
There will be... You're about to unplug the computer. Go away.
Okay.
There we go. Yes. Wow, we're a mess. It's fine. There will be 10 questions per round, okay? It's 1 game, 2 rounds, followed by a final question. Questions are 2 points each unless otherwise stated. Bonus points. Oh, yeah, you got it. And we have bonus games in there, too, okay? For the final question, you may wager all, some, or none of the points you have earned during the round. Okay, we have 2 final questions, one in the middle of the game where you can wager and one at the end of the game that you can wager. So keep that in mind as you're wagering. Whichever team has the most points after round 2 final question will be the winner. You may use any method of communication amongst your team. Some of our teams use Zoom, Skype, text threads. Whatever you guys want is fine. Discussing the questions and answers outside of your team of 6 or fewer is forbidden. Don't do it. Don't cheat. Guys, this is for charity. There's no reason to cheat. Using your phone, internet, encyclopedia, or other method of research while a question is live is forbidden, and you know that, okay? A couple more things about messaging, okay? Only your team captain, please message me. If you decide to play again, too, please only have your team captain message me because then I have you guys in a nice, solid group. I work fast. If you try to talk to me and joke around, I'm probably not going to answer you. It's not because I don't like you. It's just because we have so many teams and I'm constantly trying to catch up. Okay? The first answer you send me will be your final answer. Please don't ask me if I can take a different answer. Really think it through before you send it. If there's a typo, if there's autocorrect, I usually know and I can figure that out, okay? And make sure you're paying attention to the clock. Really try. I know there's lag. I always account for it. Don't worry. All right. And with that, here are your round 1 categories. You might want to write these down. Some teams don't. Whatever you want. All right. Category for question 1 is languages. 2, beverages. 3, subtitles. 4, comics. 5, math. 6, U.S. states. 7, magazines. 8, video games. 9, directors. And 10, brand icons. Because I made the game, I know that 10 is not brand icons, but I can't remember what it is. Don't worry. None of this is too outlandishly hard for you to like be upset if you don't know the category. But I know that number 10 is wrong. Sorry. There's always one mistake, right? No matter how many times you edit. Well, here we go. All right. And with that, Andy will read you question 1.
Question 1, round 1. The words berserk, reindeer, and axle are rooted from languages in what geographical region? The words berserk, reindeer, and axle are rooted from languages in what geographical region? Go ahead and message that answer to Maria. Just your team captain. Message that to Maria. And guess what? You got 2 minutes on the clock. Constant movement is apparently what's needed today. I cannot sit. Oh, no. Zito hasn't stopped us yet. We're going to keep going. Today, everybody's paying for first place of $35. First place this week is $35. Second place, if you're smart but just not smart enough, is going to be $15. Cruel, but the truth. I know. So again, first place this week is $35. Second place is $15. And today we're raising money for Roustabout Theater Troupe. Don't worry yourselves about that right now. Instead, worry yourselves on answering this question. The words berserk, reindeer, and axle are rooted from languages in what geographical region? You got a minute left on the clock. Zito normally doesn't give his thoughts until the post game, but clearly he has a lot to say today.
Oh, there's somebody that needs help figuring out Facebook Messenger.
30 seconds on the clock. Ooh, looks like got something in the chat I need to check. If you need to reach Maria, I just posted her Facebook page on the chat. Cynthia, if you'll look at the chat, you'll see I just put a link there.
Ask her she'd rather text. She can text me. If she's having trouble, she can text me.
Go ahead and try Facebook Messenger one more time. If that doesn't work, we'll give you Maria's phone number to work with. Not ideal, but let's go ahead and if you can't get Messenger to work, if there's an issue with Messenger, we'll go ahead and go that other route. I'm not insulting anybody. Oh, whoops. All right, we're at time for question 1. The words berserk, reindeer, and axle are rooted from languages in what geographical region? That'd be Scandinavia. Scandinavia, home of the deer, as this gif is leading me to believe.
Tell Cynthia.
Maria's got something to say.
Cynthia, I know you're having trouble with Facebook Messenger. If you don't get a hold of me, like if you're still working, but your team is able to write down answers, make sure you're not cheating. You can send me all the answers that you guys compile. Just please don't cheat. Or if you can't even see the video, we'll figure it out. Oh, I see that you, okay. I will text you, Cynthia. I got you.
YouTube is interrupted itself.
All right. Moving on to question 2. Oh, some people are saying that
Oh yeah.
YouTube's interrupted. We lost it. Okay. Still says live to me. Let me go on ours. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Bear with us a second. It says some people are saying they can't see it. Everyone is saying they can't see it. Okay.
I can see it. It's a huge lag. Huge lag.
Huge? How huge?
Well, you're just actually no. I don't know. Oh no, like 4 seconds.
Okay.
I've got 4 or 5 people. Other people are saying they do see it.
Some people are saying they see me, some are don't. Go ahead and make sure that if you're watching YouTube Live, there is a live button on the bottom left. To make sure to click that. Let Maria know when it's back. We have about 4 teams saying that we can't see me. A lot of other people are saying you can. So we're going to move on for now. But please, if you can't or know someone who can't, message Maria. Let us know. We're going to move on. Everybody, thank you for your patience if you didn't see anything wrong. Question 2. What is the best-selling soft drink in the U.S. not manufactured by PepsiCo or Coca-Cola? Question 2. What is the best-selling soft drink in the U.S. not manufactured by PepsiCo or Coca-Cola?
You don't need to stand there right now. Walk around. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Like.
It looks like some people are having trouble seeing it. Some people are telling me they've had no trouble. Just keep up how you can. I'm pretty lenient. It's not a big deal. Okay.
Some of my teams that said that it was out are answering now, so I feel like we're alright. And some people are saying that it never went out, so I think we're okay.
We got a minute left on the clock. A minute left on the clock to answer that question. Looks like the teams who said it was out are now answering, so I'm going to assume everything's back up and running. Thank you all for your patience. Not sure what may have happened there, but glad we got that sorted out. Zito's chilling down, maybe, finally. Eyes are wide awake. Very creepy. Anywho. "30 seconds left on the clock." "15 seconds. Get those answers into Maria. All right, and we're at time. What is the best-selling soft drink in the U.S. not manufactured by PepsiCo or Coca-Cola? That's Dr. Pepper. Zito's furious about that answer. Do apologize, but we're looking for Dr. Pepper. Question 3. What 2016 film starring Andy Samberg is subtitled Never Stop, Never Stopping? Question 3. What 2016 film starring Andy Samberg is subtitled Never Stop, Never Stopping? Go ahead and send Maria the answer to that question when you are ready. Think about how big that can that Godzilla was drinking. I mean, Godzilla is enormous. And he was drinking a relative size can Dr. Pepper. Incredible. I'm just thinking of how many gallons that is. That's got to be, a few Olympic pools. That's a lot of Dr. Pepper. But if it appeases him, you know what? That's what you got to do. One minute left on the clock. A minute to say what 2016 film starring Andy Samberg is subtitled Never Stop, Never Stopping. All right, we're at time. What 2016 film starring Andy Samberg is subtitled Never Stop, Never Stopping? That is Popstar. Popstar is the answer we're looking for. A lot of films with Andy Samberg out there, but we were just looking for one. Moving on to question 4. And what decade were the Marvel comic characters Luke Cage, Punisher, and Wolverine introduced? And what decade were the Marvel Comics characters Luke Cage, Punisher, and Wolverine introduced? Go ahead and send Maria that decade when you're ready. Today you're going to see my baby Sway dancing a lot. Don't know why. Someone's just a grump today. Do apologize if you're joining us for the first time. Normally Zito's very well behaved and, either strapped to us or out in the crib. So he's just not feeling it today. So thank you all for your patience. I'm sure those of you who are joining us for the first time may not enjoy the sound of a whine shrilling through the microphone, as I don't think I would. All right, we got a minute left on the clock. I'm sure there's a lot of infighting. Maybe some people on your team are out for blood. But it's just a decision that you guys are going to have to come to.
How much did you give him? 3?
30 seconds. Need more? Oh, Zito, like an ounce. I don't know if that's going to help, but we'll see. 30 seconds left on the clock. Still waiting on a few teams. Little infighting, I'm sure. A real civil war between everybody. I don't know if that's vaguely. I don't know if it's the Marvel Civil War. Well, no, they had a movie of it. That's a big enough pop culture reference to make without, with the context clues that I'm referencing the Marvel superhuman Civil War, and not the other Civil War, the real Civil Wars that go on. All right, we're at time. Enough stalling for me. Let's go ahead. In what decade were the Marvel Comics characters Luke Cage, Punisher, and Wolverine introduced? That'd be the 70s. 70s is the answer we're looking for. A lot of great decades out there, but we were just looking for one. No, I will not stop using that joke. What is the second 3-digit number that is also a perfect square? Math. Everybody loves math. We had a lot of great feedback on our math questions the last couple weeks, so we're going to throw another one in here. What is the second 3-digit number that is also a perfect square? 2 minutes on the clock. All right, we got 1 minute left on the clock. Get those answers in. All right, so we got 10 more seconds. Send that in. Looks like maybe the chat's down. Too bad. I enjoy keeping your comments. It keeps me alive, but what's to be done?
How can we get it
I don't know how we can get it back. When I try to access it, it gives me server error 400, so it may not be on our end. Anywho, we're at time. What is the second 3-digit number that is also a perfect square? We have a lot of smarties in the crowd. The answer was 121. Put 121, that's 2 points going out to you. I didn't bother to try it. That's just one that Maria had down, and of course I trust her math, but I did not take the time to test my mental fortitude. Question number 6. Of the U.S. states that border the Gulf of Mexico, which one was admitted to the Union first? Question 6. Of the U.S. states that border the Gulf of Mexico, which one was admitted to the Union first? 2 minutes on the clock. This is more baby action than I was expecting today. I know a lot of people were asking to see Baby Zito at the top of it. Well, you got it. You cursed us. I'm going to try sitting down. So far, it's going okay. All right, you got a minute left on the clock. Send those answers in to Maria. Got a lot of great answers rolling in already. 30 seconds left on the clock. All right, everybody. And we are at time. Hope you all got that in. Of the U.S. states that border the Gulf of Mexico, which one was admitted to the Union first? That'd be Louisiana. I don't know why I said love Louisiana. Probably because it's just such a powerful state. You can't help but not add a little extra respect to it. Answer we were looking for was Louisiana. Let's move on over to question 7. What appeared on the cover of the first issue? Who appeared on the cover of the first issue of Playboy magazine? Published in December 1953. Question 7. Who appeared on the cover of the first issue of Playboy magazine, published in December 1953? 2 minutes on the clock. My YouTube refreshed and I'm not seeing anything.
What do you mean?
Well, my program still says I'm streaming, but I'm not seeing anything on YouTube.
Nobody's
Let me
streaming.
let me take a look at the actual YouTube on my phone. Maybe I'm still streaming and I just can't see me.
Actually, I can just tell you.
Nope, I'm still streaming. I just can't see myself. And I can't see the chat. Well, we're having technical issues over here.
See the chat.
What a bummer. I guess nobody can see the chat. Anywho, we are at time for our question.
Okay, you need to slow down today.
Got it.
Okay, tell them I need 30 more seconds.
All right, we're going to add a little extra time just to get everything more in sync here. Bear with us a moment.
Just tell them lucky you have more time.
Lucky you have more time.
Whenever. Just go. Just go.
All right, who appeared on the cover of the first issue of Playboy magazine, published in December 1953? That'd be Marilyn Monroe. Answer that we're looking for today. Moving on to question 8. What video game is central to 2005 viral video, an internet meme featuring a character named Leroy Jenkins? Again, question number 8. What video game is central to a 2005 viral video, an internet meme featuring a character named Leroy Jenkins? 2.5 minutes on the clock. Some lag going on, so we're going to add a little extra cushion to our response times. Do have good nose. I have a great nose. I do have good news. I think one of our factors throwing off our game may be dying down finally.
What is it?
Zito. But he may have just jinxed us even more, but we'll certainly see. All right, we have 1.5 minutes left on the clock.
What question is this?
What video game is central to... this is question number 8. All right, 1 minute left on the clock. Have your team captain get those answers in. Thirty seconds left. All right. What video game is central to a 2005 video and internet meme featuring a character named Leroy Jenkins? That'd be World of Warcraft. Infamous early YouTube video that took early YouTube by storm. Fun video. Does it hold up? Who knows? I haven't seen it in a long time, but boy, do I have a great memories of watching that back in whenever early YouTube was. Moving on to question 9. Name one of the featured non-documentary films directed by Jonathan Demme that were released in the 1990s. Each film was nominated for at least one Academy Award. Again, name one of the featured non-documentary films directed by Jonathan Demme that were released in the 1990s. Each film was nominated for at least one Academy Award. We have a few bonus points here. You'll get an extra 2 if you name another one, or get an extra 3 if you name them all.
Send them in one message. Please, Andy, say that.
Go ahead and make sure that you're sending those in one message. Again, with those bonus questions, go ahead and make sure that you're sending it in one message. Just to make it a little easier for Maria to read. Makes things go a little smoother. You got 2 minutes left on the clock for that one. Hiccup. Yeah, that chat still seems to be down. What a bummer. The smack talk, trash talk, and other strange jokes that go along with it certainly help invigorate the feed. So I'll just have to deal with my dulcet tones and the questions that we can provide for today. Make sure that you're sending your answers in one message. All your answers in just one answer, so including the answer to the main question as well as the bonus question, bonus answer. Go ahead and make sure that those are sent in just one message, just to make things a little more streamlined. I'm getting what I asked for. I'm getting trash talk sent directly to me. I wanted to see the blood between other teams, but no, now they're just out for us. Tragic. You get what you ask for in all the wrong ways. Thank you, Amanda, for keeping us humble, I suppose. We'll take your suggestion into account. I won't say what they said because no, because it'll give them a hint to the answer, possibly.
What number question is it?
We're on question number 9, and you got 30 seconds left. All right. We are...
Wait a second. Number 8 was World of Warcraft?
Correct. All right. So we're at time for question 9. Hopefully you all got your answers in. We're going to shoot first and ask questions later. We're looking for Silence of the Lamb, Philadelphia, and Beloved. Of course, depending on how many of those you gave us and in the order you're giving them in, we'll be determining your score. Quite a few points up for grab in that one, so hopefully you had a few film aficionados on your team. As far as that smack talking goes, Amanda demanded that we at least give you a lady director answer at some point. We'll try to honor that in the future.
Many games we have.
In 1988, Ron Paul ran for U.S. president for the first time as a nominee for what political party? Question 10. In 1988, Ron Paul ran for U.S. president for the first time as a nominee for what political party? 2.5 minutes on the clock. Consult amongst your team. Weed out who is weakest in their beliefs. And then send the right answer over to Maria. Got about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. Again, our prize today is $35 for first place, $15 for second place. You're not going to get that kind of monetary prize for first and second place of the U.S. presidency. No way. Well, I think you get a stipend or a salary, so I guess they get more. But, you know, they don't get it right then and there. I mean, we're talking first place for this. You get it right, you know, pretty quick right away. We have to transfer the PayPals and Venmos and the other cash apps and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, faster than the president would get their salary because they have to wait from November to January or February. What with the swearing in, so you know you really have a leg up here. We got a minute left on the clock. Get excited about getting those answers in. I know I am. Even though the YouTube chat is down, the team rivalry is going on. TP team and what's the other team?
Which one?
Higgins Hippos are still out for blood. They're just directly texting each other the smack talk, which takes a little fun out of it, as they say. But you know, I'm just glad that it's still there. As Amanda points out, it's just so much more fun when your brutality is documented for the public to see. It's much more fun for me, too. Well, I guess I'm part of the public. All right, we are 15 seconds left of this question. 15 seconds left. Go ahead and get those answers in to Maria. Okay, and we're just about at time. In 1988, Ron Paul ran for U.S. president for the first time as a nominee of what political party? Libertarian. Good for him. Trailblazer of himself. As always, there is a Simpsons GIF or Simpsons frame to make anything relevant. And of course, we try to go with that as much as we can. I think this is Simpsons gift number 3 in this round. And you know what? It shows no signs of stopping. All right, so that's our last regular question for round 1. We're going to go ahead and move on over to the bonus round. Get excited. Now with the bonus round, make sure that you send your answers in one message to Maria. Again, with the bonus round answers, think it over, talk amongst your team, and send it in just one message in a list format, please. It just makes it so much easier for her to read and process.
Actually, if you don't, I'm not giving you any points.
All right. And she's making an executive decision. If you don't send it in a list format, she's going to strike the answers from the record. All right. Moving on to our bonus round. 2 extra points per correct answer. Each description describes something whose name contains semi or final. Again, each description here will describe something whose name contains semi or final. Number 1, Alternative rock band best known for the 1998 single Closing Time. Number 2, horror franchise whole first film starring Devon Sawa, released in 2000. Horror franchise's first film starring Devon Sawa was released in 2000. Number 3, Native American tribe of Florida that now owns the Hard Rock Cafe chain of restaurants. Number 3, Native American tribe of Florida that now owns the Hard Rock Cafe chain of restaurants. Number 4, Netflix cooking show hosted by Andrew Knowlton that had its first season released in 2018. Number 4 is Netflix cooking show hosted by Andrew Knowlton that had its first season released in 2018. You have 3 minutes on the clock to send those answers into Maria. 1 message bubble, please, in order. Bonus game, a great chance to equalize. That's 8 points up for grabs. Good news for me, I think I can see the chat again, which is going to liven me up for sure.
For sure.
Oh my goodness.
We're feeling very down right
I don't know what the tension is today. I think it's coming in with Zito whining. You know, because we were pretty on point. We had the game ready to go. We had the live stream up and running before our normal late 5 minutes. You know, I can't pin all my woes on Zito, and I won't. But I think he was stressing us out a bit. But now I can see everybody's team. I'm excited about it.
Everyone's son, which team they hate.
Yeah. If you have a team that you want to attack, refresh your YouTube stream, refresh your stream. Make sure you hit the live button afterwards if it doesn't catch you up automatically, but you should be able to have the chat back up and running. Great. All the teams are getting the chat back. Go ahead and refresh your YouTube screen, and you should be getting that back. Again, not necessary to play the game, but I think a lot of people have a lot of fun with it. I know I do. All right. We got 30 seconds left for this bonus question. If you're joining us for the first week, do apologize for our technical hiccups, but you know what? We're going to go in around 2, more optimistic and more fun.
Yeah. More fun.
More fun. Zito is conked out. I am projecting. He doesn't care. He is asleep. He has a full tummy, a fresh diaper, and he is strapped to my chest, which is irradiating an incredible amount of heat. I am sweating through the 2 shirts, or he has peed on me against my chest. All right, everybody. We're at 3 minutes. I pray that you have your answers into Maria, because this is 8 points we're talking about. Each description describes something whose name contains semi or final alternative rock band best known for the 1998 single Closing Time. Number 2, horror franchise, first film starring Devon Sawa, released in 2000. Number 3, Native American tribe of Florida that now owns the Hard Rock Cafe chain of restaurants. And number 4, Netflix cooking show hosted by Andrew Knowlton that had its first season released in 2018. These are some good questions. You are going to be kicking yourselves at these answers. We were looking for Semisonic, Final Destination, Seminole, and The Final Table. Again, we were looking for Semisonic, Final Destination, Seminole, and The Final Table in that order. I didn't know that the Seminole tribe owned the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
That's some trivia for me. All right, everybody. Give me one moment. I shouldn't say us. Oh, no, Maria's got it. We'll tell you what. Maria's going to update you on your final scores. These final scores you can wager for our next bonus question. You can bet all, none, or some, or any combination in between. This is your score up to this round, and this is how much you can bet up to for our final round. Maria, give us those scores.
Woo! You guys put me through the ringer. This was more teams than we've ever had, and boy, did I feel it. My shoulders are tight. Extreme concentration. Okay. So, you can wager all of your points if you'd like. If you'd like to do that, please don't just say all the points, because I have to do a weird thing where I scroll and it's just too much. Give me the exact number that you would like to wager. Even if it is all your points, give me that number, okay? Alrighty. See, even right now I have to do this little thingy, make everything really small. Hold on. Oh, I bet if I just... Wowee. Okay, here we go. Temple of Zoom. I didn't enter in that Excel equation. Hold on. 26. I'm telling you guys, I have a lot of teams. All right. Temple of Zoom. It says you have oh my God. Oh, that's why. Hold on. All right. Okay, here we go. Temple of Zoom, 14 points. Polana, 10 points. Team Troglodytes, 26 points. Let's Meet at the Theater, 26 points. Waiting for Fauci, 26 points. Open Book Starcatchers, 28 points. The Barn Rats, 26 points. TB Team, 30 points. Tired of Winning, 26 points. Hold on. This is another instance of adding people after the game started. Mothra's Minions, 14 points. Best of Teams and Best of Women, 20 points. Powers That Be, 12 points. Last week's winner, Jomanda, 18 points. Kevin and the Zits, 26 points. Hoosier Ganders, 26 points. Quarantine Triple Date, 18 points. Higgins Hippos, 10 points. Rowdy Rousties, 20 points. Role Models, 26 points. Those People, 18 points. Awkward Sirens, 18 points. Chicago Rousties, 10 points.
Whoa.
Pin Pals, 24 points.
Oh, yeah.
And Are We the Baddies? I don't know, Ryan, are you? 22 points. Send me your wagers, please. And give them the final category, right? Did you do that? Oh, yeah. Here's your category for this final question. It is Grammy Awards.
Grammy Awards is your final category question. Think about how much you know the Grammy Awards, how confident you feel about Mr. Grammy and the awards that he presents. Go ahead and convert your confidence into points. And then send that confidence to Maria via Messenger. And that's going to be your wager. You bet it all and you get it right, you get double points. You bet it all and you lose, you get 0 points. That's what a wager is. If you're using this and you knew how to send me $5, I shouldn't have to tell you what a wager is.
What?
I just don't.
How are those related?
I just feel like if you're competent enough to have a bank account, use Venmo or PayPal, you should know what a wager is.
Oh my God.
No? Okay, a hot take.
I just feel like you're really attacking everyone today.
Am I in a competitive mood? Maybe. If you think I need to slow my roll, cool it down. In the YouTube chat, go ahead and put hashtag grumpy clown in the YouTube chat if you think I need to calm down. If you think I am doing fine or need to get more angry, go ahead and put grumpy clown. Okay, grumpy clown if I'm angry.
Grumpy clown, go to town.
Grumpy clown go to town, yeah. Grumpy clown go to town if you think I'm in the right or should go harder. Cool it down, grumpy clown, if you think I'm going too hot. Cool it down, grumpy clown. My vocabulary of the phrase cool it down, grumpy clown has probably increased. I would ballpark 600% since I've had Zito. I say it several times a week. James Cool's back. If you can see the YouTube stream but you don't have chat, go ahead and just refresh your page. It should be back now.
We don't actually work.
I don't work for YouTube. Maria's right.
We wish we did.
I know there's the Google building downtown, and I know YouTube's owned by Google. Do they have a YouTube office downtown Detroit? I don't know.
Do you think that YouTube pays more than the public school system?
Does YouTube pay more than the public school to the public school system of Detroit via taxes? I'm gonna ballpark no.
No, the school system doesn't pay taxes.
Oh, so yeah.
The schools aren't a business.
No, I thought you were asking if Google paid taxes.
I worked there. Would I make more money than I do?
Would you make more money? Yes, I would ballpark at teacher's salary quite low, et cetera, known fact. I wish it wasn't. Here's what the deal is. You got another minute to get those wagers in and think about the Grammy Awards. But there's some breaking news on the field. When I read you our earlier prize, I was working off incorrect knowledge. I didn't have all the data and all the facts, and for that I do apologize. We have more than 20 teams. The first place prize has gone from $35 to $42. Incredible. That's the biggest pot we've had yet, which makes sense because this is the most teams we've ever had. Again, first place is now $42. Second place is $18. Isn't that something? I mean, I'm wowed. I am certainly wowed. Now you have to ask how much we have for Roustabout. It's more than that combined. I'm going to do the math in a little bit, but we have at least $90 for Roustabout. But I'm going to give you a more thorough number a little later. Of course, as always, you can donate more money throughout the chat, throughout the game. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But for now, we got all of our wagers in. Let's go ahead and swing on over to the final question. The category is Grammy Awards, and you're going to tell me Pine Top Perkins is the oldest Grammy Award winner of all time, doing so at the age of 97. Name one of the next two oldest Grammy winners, both of which did so for non-musical albums in the same category. You have to get both. No half points on a wager, as Maria's chiming in. Well, you didn't have to wager all or nothing, but you do have to get the question right, all or nothing. Again, the category is Grammy Awards. We told you that, so don't get upset. Pine Top Perkins is the oldest Grammy Award winner of all time, doing so at the age of 97. Name one of the next two oldest Grammy winners, both of which did so for non-musical albums in the same category. Amanda, you can't be upset. I told you the category was the Grammy Awards, and this is clearly a Grammy Award question. If I gave you an Oscar question, or if I gave you a question about a cat, I would understand your anger.
Why is she mad?
I think it's she's full of fury.
Wow. We are the enemy team.
Thomas, I think most folks would consider a musical part of a musical album category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we tell them we're looking for single names?
Yeah, Maria's offering to give another hint because this could be a curveball for some, and that's okay. That's the point of the final question. We told you it was going to be hard.
This question has 2 answers.
This question has 2 answers, as it said.
And both.
Name one of the next 2 oldest Grammy winners. No. Name one of the next 2
I'm
oldest.
sorry, I'm
No,
an
it's
idiot.
not.
I'm a dummy.
Maria,
There are 2 answers. Give me one. Oh my god.
reset. There are 2 answers. Give us one. 2 answers. Give us one. No bonus questions for the wagers. I read you the question. If you just read the question, you probably wouldn't have got that wrong.
I was. You know why? Because I made it less hard.
I think, yeah, Maria made it less hard from our source question. Her brain had it originally written one way, scrapped it. Yes, David, just to clarify, you only need one of the 2 correct. You only send us one answer now. I do apologize for misspeaking earlier.
That's my B. Sorry.
That was a miscommunication between our team over here. I came in hot. You know what? I think we're going to have to do a hashtag cool it down grumpy clown. Going to come in hot. We don't need to be the competitive team.
We're gonna win. We're winning.
You know what? We've played this trivia. This is our 8th trivia game. Maria and I have lost every time.
That's a funny joke. I liked it.
Thank you. Everybody, you got 1 minute left on the clock. You know I need to know one of the next 2 oldest Grammy winners. Behind Pine Top Perkins. Everybody knows Pine Top Perkins. You can't go a day without humming a little Pine Top in your head.
What did he do? Look him up.
I am gonna look him up. Everybody on the team, if you're still playing, don't look it up. I am. That's right. I knew this because I've looked it up in the past when we were researching. It just slipped my mind. When I say that you know a Pine Top Perkins and you hum it in your head, that's not necessarily true. I'm kind of just poking fun. It's not like a Ride of the Valkyries where you don't know who wrote it, you don't really know the name of the song, but you know
that's the name of the song.
well, I know, but not everybody. Some people know the melody and they may think of it in their head, but they don't necessarily know the artist.
Dum,
Or-
dum, dum, dum.
That's not. I don't know if that's the part that everybody thinks of when they think Ride of the
Oh, what
Valkyries.
is the part that everybody thinks of?
How's it go? Shoot, I had it a second ago.
Someone hum it into the chat.
Somebody look up the Unicode for symbols to text, and please post the musical notes in the live chat. I literally had it 5 seconds ago.
Thinking of the,
We're at 30 seconds. You know what? Get those answers in 30 seconds. This is a big one. If you made it a big one, if you made it a small one, where's the pressure? Whoa. Thank you, Thomas.
what?
He sent a musical note in the chat.
Are you thinking of not Ride of the Valkyries, maybe, but
That's the Ride of the Valkyries. That's the part that everybody thinks, like, kind of knows. I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know I don't know
What
the
about,
section you did.
Can I say names of songs and let's see if you know them?
Okay.
Can you hum for me In the Hall of the Mountain King? Is that because you're such a big Trolls fan? How about
No.
how about that aria
from Peer Gynt.
Carmen that I can't think of right now?
Yeah. All right, we're at time. We don't need to talk about Ride of the Valkyries or Henrik Ibsen. I gave him a minute and a 30-second warning.
Okay, all right.
We don't need to talk about Peer Gynt and Henrik Ibsen and the Mountain Kings. We're talking about Pine Top Perkins and the 2 other oldies who've won the Grammy Awards for a non-musical album.
Tell them if they haven't sent it to me, they have 10 seconds.
If you haven't sent it to Maria, we have a few more folks. We got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
We're good.
1. All right. Still missing someone, but that's okay. We're past that 3 minutes, being generous, but too generous at some point. Answers we were looking for were George Burns or Jimmy Carter. George Burns or Jimmy Carter. Both, I believe George Burns won it for a comedy album. Jimmy Carter won it for a biographical album. Those are the answers that we were looking for. Behind Pine Top Perkins, the famous jazz pianist. These were the two older oldies who've gotten it. All right. And we got some teams dropping down to 0. We got some teams gunning points. Go ahead. Everybody take a quick breather. We're going to be heading into our next round. These are the round 2 categories. We're going to go ahead and get rolling with round 2 in just a moment. Categories are as follows: recycling, sports, bodies of water, alcohol, historical dates, boy bands, coins, war, NYC, that's short for New York City, and sitcoms. Again, we're looking for recycling, sports, bodies of water, alcohol, historical dates, boy bands, coins, war, New York City, and sitcoms. These are the categories going forward. Please note that you're at the end of this round. We're going to have another final question. The final question, you get to bet with your total for the whole game. Again, you get to bet with the total for the whole game. So do keep that in mind when we are at that final wagered question. All right. Question number 1. Why not? What thermoplastic polymer is designated by PP and the number 5 inside an arrowed triangle to signify its type for recycling? What thermoplastic polymer is designated by PP and the number 5 inside an arrowed triangle to signify its type for recycling? Ain't nothing gonna break my stride, Maria says. Big Matthew Wilder fan house over here. That one hit he had is just something we sing around the house often. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. Whoa. I've got to keep on moving. Spelling doesn't count. To an extent. If you give an answer and then it has the, and you just send us the word Paris, that's going to be wrong. But, if you're trying your darndest, that's okay. If you're way off, of course, that's going to be under Maria's discretion. You have room for error.
I know what it is.
You have room for error. Due to our technical difficulties at the beginning, I don't think we did our weekly poll of who's drinking what, if anything. I'm drinking that beautiful Detroit tap water. But if you're enjoying a cocktail or beverage, please let us know in the chat. Krista talking about red wine. Can't go wrong with that. Too fine. Billy Joel. You got a minute left on the clock. I still can't stop thinking about that gif of Godzilla drinking a Dr. Pepper. Oh, wow. Danny got a recommendation last week. I remember that for a peanut butter whiskey. And she got it. She went out and got it.
Is it good?
She says it was delicious. So you know what? She says it's good.
Kind of like our whiskey.
Great. Now we are, of course, going to be talking about the beneficiaries of our event very soon throughout this round. We are, of course, raising money for Roustabout Theater Troupe. Really great theater. I've had the fortune to work with them, and I've had the fortune to see their shows. Maria, what was the last show we saw there? I'm trying to remember. It's the Stories About Michigan, Ghost Stories. If everybody remembers it, please let me know because I had a great time. It was written by Joseph Zettelmeyer. Oh, I'm trying to. Great Lakes Ghost Experience. Great Lakes. Oh boy. You know what? This is what happens when you don't do your research, I guess. I had a great time at it, is what I'm saying. I was very spooked. I was holding Maria's hand very tight because I get very scared. I don't like scary movies. I don't like scary things. But we went because I knew I would like it. And I had a great time and I was very spooked. I believe at one point Maria says, "Stop squeezing my hand." Great Lakes Ghost Project, I believe, is the name of it, which I think I uttered out at some point. Someone's backing me up. Great Lakes Ghost Project. That's a great show that I saw them. I've seen other shows by them. We'll talk about them a little later.
Where you at?
Come on. We're still waiting on a few. TPT and role models, we need those answers. We got 15 seconds left on the clock.
I wonder if they know it's still happening. Oh, yeah, they seem to.
You don't see, you do. You do. Not common is the horror genre on the stage. It's hard to get the atmosphere down. It's easy to goof up. All right, everybody, we're at time. What thermoplastic polymer is designated by PP and the number 5 inside an arrowed triangle to signify its type for recycling? That, of course, be polypropylene. That was a joke. Polypropylene is what we're looking for. Even villains recycle. Everybody, make sure that you're recycling all of your trash that can be recycled. I'm not talking about some old moldy bread in the trash. I'm talking about your plastics. Question 2. Who is the only player other than Tom Brady to be named Super Bowl MVP more than once in the 21st century? Again, question 2. Who is the only player other than Tom Brady to be named Super Bowl MVP more than once in the 21st century? Bonus, name one of the years he was named MVP. Again, our bonus is name one of the years he was named MVP. You do not have to get the main question right to get the bonus. Also, make sure that you're sending just one message to Maria. Put your answer, then put a couple spaces, and then put your second answer, and then hit send. It makes things so much smoother for her. It truly does. This is our obligatory sports question. Everybody was demanding it back. People were knocking down our door saying, "Hey, you didn't have a sports question last week. Hey, where's the sports question? Gotta have a sports question in a trivia game." Well, guess what? It is back. It is back. Here it is. Know it and give us the answer. All right, we got 45 seconds left on the clock. Amanda, controversial figure in the chat, constantly controversial. suggesting we leave out sports and math question out. I didn't know you're British.
Oh my gosh,
Amanda?
now it's her turn. For the question.
That's right. I forgot. So, of course, I know that Amanda's being jovial in this.
We don't care.
We're friends. Maria doesn't care, as I'm sure you heard.
Hours to do this.
We got 15 seconds left on the clock. Get those answers. Amanda, you can write a question next week. You have to. If you want to play next week, you're going to have to send us a question of your own that you think is better than the ones that Maria over here can write. So you know what? If you really want to play, you got to put your money where your mouth is. You earned this horrible curse. At some point, message Maria or message me a question for next week that you can't answer. Your team can answer, but you can't. You can't help your team on that. We're going to go on over to the answer. The answer was Eli Manning. Bonus was 2008 or 2012. Again, Eli Manning is the answer we're looking for, and the bonus was 2008 or 2012. Amanda, we do appreciate for your fight to smack talk, trash talk. It is your right. And it's encouraged. Again, not necessarily at Maria.
Paws off me.
As I have mentioned in the past, please direct any hate speech towards me, not Maria. Again, Maria, beautiful angel, right along there with my precious baby Zito. But please direct any fury at me, not at Maria. Moving on to question 3 of round 2. Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, is the lowest lying national capital in the world, as well as the most populous city on what body of water? Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, is the lowest lying national capital in the world, as well as the most populous city on what body of water? Harley, in the past, we had light questions. I know it's not stage light specific, but we have had questions about the spectrum of light. If you know your cools and warms, if you know if you knew your cools and warms lighting, you should have had that one on the ballpark.
Oh, from last week?
Yeah.
They don't want questions about light?
No, they do want question about lights. You know, okay. Well, we're going to try to work in a question about gobos. We're going to throw in a question about gobos next week.
Next week it's light themed.
Gobos, Licos. We're gonna light it up. Oh, everybody, you got a minute left on the clock. Get those answers in. Fight amongst yourselves. Find out which team member has the weakest conviction and throw their answer out. Send the right one. We're looking for right answers only to Maria. As is tradition, we will not be taking wrong answers. The answers are rolling in, and that's great because you only have 30 seconds left. Again, our beneficiaries for today is Roustabout Theater Troupe. Beautiful troupe. What?
I was confused.
Okay. Beautiful troupe. Really great shows there. Please go ahead. Unfortunately, they did have to postpone and or cancel their show Chasing Cloud. Absolutely tragic. Chasing Clouds is, of course, something everybody wanted to see here, especially if they was going to have, what? I'm doing great. My preparedness is acceptable. I'm just launching this a little earlier than I had at your request. At this point, we're at time for that question.
Wow.
Give me a second to regroup here. We're going to go on over to answer to question 3. Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, is the lowest lying national capital in the world, as well as the most populous city on what body of water? That would, of course, be Eli Manning. Wrong direction. That would be the Caspian Sea.
That was funny. Was that purposeful?
Well, I don't review. We do a quick pass through on these questions, but I don't always check the gifs and pictures.
I slave over it.
You slave over these. I agree. It's a cute photo. Don't know what it has to do with the Caspian Sea, but adorable nonetheless. There he is, the Caspian Sea. The most expensive bottle of Johnny Walker Scotch whiskey is sold in a silk-lined box and is named what colored label? Bonus, what color label is the least expensive? It's for an additional 2 points. Again, question 4. The expensive bottle of Johnny Walker's Scotch whiskey is sold in a silk-lined box and is named what colored label? Give us one message. Put the answer to the original question. Give us a few spaces. Or shift enter, I think also works on Facebook, but let's not complicate it. And then give us the bonus answer. Same message.
Put them in the correct order.
And in the correct order, of course. This one's really important to get in the correct order if you want those 2 points. Amanda, I know you're just kicking the hornet's nest. It's just fun. I get it. I completely jovial here on my end. Jacqueline, we'll throw a tax question in for you if we can next week.
I'm doing it.
We'll do it.
The tax question is going to be my return, and who can finish it first?
Oh, I thought the tax question would be, what was your refund this year, if any?
Yeah,
and only Jacqueline is going to be the one who has that information. Jacqueline Cherry, CPA. She does our taxes. She's really great at the kind of law and tax things with, the miscellaneous and performing arts, those 1099 miscellaneouses and those performing arts. She's doing great. Danny, thank you for saying that. It's a great picture. It is a gorgeous picture taken on Mother's Day very recently. All right. As I was saying, we got about a minute left on the clock here. Get your answers in. Again, make sure it's in the right order. This is an alcohol question, so I have a feeling a lot of you are going to know it, but please put it in the right order.
We should add the next question. After the next question, you should let me talk about Red Dwarf and the wonderful gift and flavors.
Please, then it'll give me time to do another thing. All right. We got those answers rolling in. We are going to go ahead, stall for time for just another 15 seconds as we get something up and running here. Apologies. So far today, we have raised $175 for Roustabout Theater. So while, of course, some of you are going to be taking home that prize money of $42 and $18, we've raised $175 for Roustabout Theater. I am confident that we can get that to $200 before we even get to the final question. Prove me wrong? Please don't. Don't make a fool out of me. We work really hard to get this trivia going. Let's get to $200 before we even get to our final question. Plenty of time. Thank you all so much for your generosity. But dig deep, because Roustabout Theater did had to cancel their cloud show, Chasing Clouds, this May. We want to try to support them, make it like they got those butts in those seats. So we're at 175. Let's get to 200 in the next 30 minutes. You know what? And I wouldn't be bad to break that 200. The most expensive bottle of Johnny Walker's Scotch whiskey is sold in a silk-lined box and is named what colored label? Bonus, what color label is the least expensive? That is blue. And then our bonus, least expensive, is red. So we are at blue and we are at red. We got a lot of great, generous donors rolling in. We've already broken the $200 mark. I was way ahead of that. I'm going to do another tally in a little bit, but we have officially broken the $200 mark, not even at the end of the second round. Incredible. Everybody, thank you so much for your generosity. Roustabout Theater Troupe, thank you so much for putting out great theater in the Ann Arbor and Metro Detroit area. We are about to move on to our next question, but before we do, Maria's got a little something to say.
So, sorry, I thought I was gonna. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. We talked about them last week, but we have one team. They've been with us since the beginning. I believe they might be one of two teams to have been with us from the beginning. They're the only team who has been to every single fundraiser. Every single one, donated every single time, and that's Team Troglodytes. So I want to thank Team Troglodytes for being here, being a regular, and being loyal. I want to thank them even more because two of their team members own a wonderful bakery called Maddorf Bakery. They're just starting out. They're in their house, and they specialize, you guys, in shortbread. They were so nice and dropped us off some baked goods last week. They brought us 3 different kinds of shortbread: vanilla, raspberry vanilla, and triple chocolate. And they also dropped us off cherry vanilla scones. Oh my gosh, you guys. Not only was this the kindest, best surprise, it was the most delicious surprise. It was, I'm a sucker for shortbread. This does not compare to any other shortbread. It was the best shortbread I've ever had in my life. So look them up. They're a small local company, 2 people. They're just doing it out of their house. It was the perfect size for a gift, beautifully packaged. I just really wanted to plug them because they didn't have to do that for us. And they did. And I want to thank them. Maddorf Bakery. Look them up on Facebook. Give them a like. Order your shortbread. I know they have a bajillion flavors. I love them. All right. On to the next question.
All right, everybody. This is a reminder that Maria and I can be bought. As you just heard, we can be bought. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, Maria made a great joke that I didn't get. We can be bought, so we actually already have a winner for this round. No, okay, because we're going to move on over to round 5, question 5. Julius Caesar was assassinated in which month of the year? Julius Caesar was assassinated in which month of the year? 2 minutes on the clock. This is a crowd that's going to get it. And that's okay. We got a lot of different question types in here. Everybody's being so generous today. We're past $225. Again, going to do the math. We demolished that $200 mark very quickly. Thank you so much. We got a lot of extra donors in here. Wendy, Pat, Chris, Kelly, Sarah, Nick and Danny, Dan, Kira, Krista, a lot of generous people. Natalie just donated just a mere couple seconds ago. We're doing some great fundraising for Roustabout Theater Troupe. Make it feel like they didn't even lose those butts in the seats for Chasing Clouds. Really disappointing that we get to see that. But don't worry. Even if you don't have the chance to donate today, you can support them in other ways. Of course, they have their own donation page on their website, but we also have shadow calls going into production, and they are going to premiere that show on October 1st through October 25th of this year, barring that it is safe to do so. Roustabout Theater has been very upfront that safety is their main concern, and if it is safe to do so, they are going to be launching shadow calls on October 1st. It's going to be another great show to see. Around the same time, we saw Great Lakes Haunting Project. So you know what? It's in October. It's called Shadow Calls. I'm definitely going to see it. It sounds spooky. I didn't get to see a description of the show, but I'm just going by context clues. It's probably a little spooky. What's not spooky is your generosity. Shelly, I'm going to go ahead and give you a link. You can donate to me through the Venmo and PayPal that you already sent your payment through. I am copy and pasting that into the chat right now. You can Venmo or PayPal me, and that means that I'm going to send it in one large chunk. So Roustabout really sees how much they were getting today. So, go ahead and feel free to Venmo and PayPal me. If you don't want to, of course, you can also join them and their website, roustabouttheater.com/donate. Again, roustabouttheater.com/donate. All right. Julius Caesar was assassinated in which month of the year? That'd be March. Is that the gif you found? Little Caesar's pizza?
Yeah,
It's funny. It's cute. It's cute. Pizza, pizza. The famous catchphrase ushered by Julius Caesar when he was getting stabbed to death. Best song ever, Drag Me Down and Live While We're Young are the highest charting songs on the Billboard Hot 100 by what boy band? Best song ever, Drag Me Down and Live While We're Young are the highest charting songs on the Billboard Hot 100 by what boy band? There are a lot of boy bands out there, but we're just looking for one. My camera's been covered.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know for how long. A couple questions. A question. No, not the whole.
Ask the people. They know.
Okay, people know.
Everything.
I don't know how long I've been blurred. Maria wants to know how long I've been blurred out. I think I had to do a baby thing real quick, and I didn't want anybody to see it. So sometimes I need my privacy. It's we're here a long time. I live in this house, and I'm quarantined with these two people. Since the shortbread question. Since shortbread, so I don't know, a few minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
See, they know. They know everything.
Again, question 6. Best song ever, Drag Me Down and Live While We're Young are the highest charting songs on the Billboard Hot 100 by what boy band? You still got a minute on the clock, but think it over. Send those questions in, answers in. Some top tier trash talking in the thread if you're not a part of it. Very fun. Again, you don't need to watch the YouTube thread to get the points, but you know what? There's just a lot of petty people in there, and it's fun to watch.
I gotta log on. I gotta start watching.
Oh, I encourage it. Please do not post answers in the YouTube chat. The YouTube chat, as I mentioned earlier, is exclusively for trash talking, jokes, and a general revelry. Please continue to send your answers to Maria as you have been. No worries. I hyped up the chat. You got excited about it. It's a great chat. No worries. Alrighty. A lot of people know this, but we got a few people who just aren't hip on the Billboard Hot 100. But you got 30 seconds on the clock to decide.
Actually, I don't need it.
How you feel? No, we got everybody in. All right, never mind. Best song ever, Drag Me Down and Live While We're Young are the highest charting songs on the Billboard Hot 100 by what boy band? That'd be One Direction. One Direction is the answer that we are looking for. But there are 5 of them?
They're going in the same direction.
Oh, they're going in the same direction, though. There you go. Question 7. From 1913 to 1938, What non-human animal? I think we could have just said animal. You're right. No, man is a sort of beast. I understand. Appeared on a U.S. coin, becoming the second animal to do so after the eagle. Bonus, what coin did it appear on? From 1913 to 1938, what non-human animal appeared on a U.S. coin, becoming the second animal to do so after the eagle? Bonus points. What coin did it appear on? You're right. You know, a lot of people say man is an animal, and I understand where you're coming from. Bonus 2 points? Doesn't specify.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Bonus is 2 points.
Bonus point is 2 points. Good question, Thomas. The bonus point is 2 points. Again, you can get the bonus right without getting the main answer wrong. This one is an unusual one to get it on, but you could.
The football one.
Yeah, for the football, you can just get for the football one. People just guess the year. Yeah, that works. Again, no. Krista, you said even joke answers are forbidden. Wait until after. I hope it's a joke answer. As soon as we get to the answer, you can post your joke answers. Again, we're raising money for Roustabout Theater Troupe today. You all been so generous. We even got a few of the Rousties in the competition today. I don't know who. I know at least Anna Simmons is with us. I don't know if anybody else is. She could be playing alone for all I know. Here's what I'm going to suggest to Anna though. Anna, determine if you win. If the money's going to go to you guys or if it's going to go to the theater, because you know I don't want people are assuming, if our team wins, we're doing it for the theater. We should send the money to the theater because but you're not on the clock, right? You're probably an independent contractor, if anything. Well, maybe, I don't know about that. But you know, if you think you deserve it as like a bonus, clarify that now. You know what? Shelly, not trash talking, but lifting up. Very unique in the chat, frankly. Shelly saying she loves the shit out of Anna Simmons. Her words, not mine. Although I think Anna Simmons is fantastic as well, and I ditto those sentiments. Normally just have trash talking in here, but yeah, you can hold each other up as well. Oh, great. Anna, Joey, Maria, they're all here. Okay. And they decided if Roustabout's team wins, it's a round of drinks for the staff. That's fair. That's an investment. That is investing in staff morale, and I approve of that. All right. You got from 1913 to 1938, what non-human animal, again, it has to be non-human, appeared on a U.S. coin, becoming the second animal to do so after the eagle? Bonus, what coin did it appear on? That's the buffalo. And our bonus answer was nickel or buffalo nickel. We're flexible there. Maria raises a fair point. If we didn't say non-human, would you think mermaid? If we just said animal or human animal, do you consider a mermaid a human animal or a completely separate animal? If you think a mermaid is a human, give us the hashtag mer. If you don't think the mermaid is a human, put merfade. If you think they are a human animal, put merbabe. Not my best, but I'm working on it.
What about centaurs?
Centaurs. Same question. If we didn't specify non-human animal, would you have thought centaur? All right, moving on. Question 8. In a war that lasted from 1894 to 1895, what country battled Japan for control of the Korean Peninsula? In a war that lasted from 1894, what country battled Japan for control of the Korean Peninsula? You got 2 minutes on the clock. Sasquatch? Same question. Ballpark it. Sasquatch. Sasquatch, arguably, probably arguably probably the strongest of the humanoid animals. Of course, behind a gorilla and a centaur. I think it's right up along there. If you think a Sasquatch is the strongest humanoid animal, give us a hashtag #SasSquats, because that's part of his workout regimen. If you think the Sasquatch is the inferior humanoid animal, give us a hashtag #SasSquandered. Again, if you think Sasquatch is the strongest humanoid animal, give us Sasquats. Sasquat. If you think it is the weakest or not the strongest, rather, give us Sasquandered. You got 30 seconds left on the clock. That's 30 seconds for the quiz question. You have as much time as you need to think about the Sasquatch question. I am firmly a Sasquat. Sasquats.
You can't think of anything stronger.
I think he's the strongest humanoid animal out there. I'm not saying the centaur won't give him a run for his money. If we're talking speed, oh, you bet. But I mean, just like the sheer bulk of the Sasquatch, I think he can take on the centaur. The Hulk. Well, here's the thing. The Sasquatch is a common enemy of the Hulk, so I see why you're thinking of it. Along with the Wendigo is another Hulk enemy. Slight cultural appropriation there, but Marvel's been appropriating for, since the 50s, so, when do you stop? Anywho, great company. Everybody look forward to New Warriors coming out July 15th, starring Safe Space and Snowflake. Tongue-in-cheek satire or tone-deaf insult? Find out when New Warriors by Marvel releases July 15th. That was Comics Corner with Andy. If you want to talk more about the tone-deaf launch of New Warriors, please message me privately. In a war that lasted from 1894 to 1895, what country battled Japan for control of the Korean Peninsula? China. The answer we're looking for is China. Question 9. What New York City entertainment venue in Midtown Manhattan is named placed the showplace of the nation?
This is for all you theater people.
What New York City entertainment venue in Midtown Manhattan is nicknamed the showplace of the nation?
That's, gotta have a theater question. I suppose maybe the Itis and March one was a little bit of a theater question.
James Cruel. Again, as always, James Cruel, more like it. As always, we recommend that insults be pointed or commentary and questions be directed towards me, not Maria.
What did he
So
say?
he didn't. He's saying that the GIF you posted was a bison and not a buffalo.
Just saying that was an American Life.
We already had Amanda. We already had our shame corner question invoked by you.
Was it American Bison?
I believe they are technically different. I think they're related. I don't know too much about it.
Fucking wings.
Marie, it has wings. Yeah, James. What is it when it has a wings? Tell us that. All right, you got 30 seconds left on the clock. Get me this answer about a New York entertainment venue in Midtown Manhattan that is nicknamed the Showplace of the Nation. Maria logging into the YouTube chat for the first time.
Ever. I will kill all of you.
To take down James Cruel.
That's what I call him behind his back.
When you've never called him that behind his back.
Today,
Today, starting today, new nickname. Oh boy. I'm sure someone else will enter into the shame corner next week. David.
No, we've got a lot of people.
Oh yeah, David was our shame corner. Shame home? Not just a corner, but a shame home. David was our shame corner entry in this round. He had his answer included along
We'll tell him
an
what
question.
his question is. So if it's bad, they can yell at him.
Yeah, if it's a bad question, you can yell at David. Same next week. If it's bad, you can yell at Amanda.
And James.
What New York City entertainment venue is Midtown Manhattan nicknamed the Showplace of the Nation? That's Radio City Music Hall. Radio City Music Hall.
Is the picture accurate enough for you, James?
Oh boy, hot. Coming in hot. I think maybe a little too much Gaussian blur, a little too much filter for James's taste. All critique go directly to me.
It's a real film.
Philip Glass. Okay. Question 10. Name 2 of the 3 children of Carl and Harriet Winslow on the TV series Family Matters. Bonus. Name all 3. Question 10. Name 2 of the 3 children of Carl and Harriet Winslow on the TV series Family Matters. Everybody, this is the last regular question of the round. We just have a bonus round, and then we have our final question. Everybody get excited because a lot of teams are coming in close, and it's just going to be a great round overall. I'm really excited about the activity of our final question. And our bonus questions. A lot of great teams coming in hot. We've got a lot of extra donations coming in. Roman has made a very generous donation. Rachel, so is Rachel. Amanda, divisive figure in the chat, but not divisive with her generosity. Amanda sent in a donation as well. Everybody being very kind, very generous. We're retotaling the tally here. Everybody, you got 30 seconds left on the clock. This one was a quick one. You got 30 seconds left on the clock to name the 2 of the 3 children of Carl and Harriet Winslow on the TV series Family Matters.
I already forgot the answer.
That's okay.
What's the bonus? +2 if they know it?
Family Matters, arguably one of the greatest piano lead-ins of any sitcom. Do 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 do. Has a little has a really great piano riff at the beginning. If you don't know Family Matters, you know that riff. I can't duplicate it very well, but you know it. All right, we got 15 seconds left on the clock. That's because I gave you the wrong number earlier. But guess what? We got just about everybody in, so 15 seconds is good. That's going to actually put us at 2 minutes. All right. Name two of the three children of Carl and Harriet Winslow on the TV series Family Matters. Bonus points. Name all three.
They have to name two. Is that what it is?
They have to name two,
Yeah.
or you could have named all three for the and added the additional for the bonus. Eddie, Laura, and Judy. Oh, that's didn't come through at all. It came up very staticky. We're not going to do that. A lot of people think of Urkel when it comes to Family Matters. Not even in the first few seasons. Very limited character. Really, when Urkel blew up, that's obviously when the show took over. But he took the show over. I feel like Carl Winslow probably bitter about it. Probably never went on record about it because he's a classy guy. Carl Winslow, classy guy. But I bet he was a little bitter that he kind of lost his show to Urkel.
Where is Urkel?
Where's Urkel?
Is it dark?
What?
What happened to him? Is it dark?
Is it dark? What? What does that mean? Huh?
Like, is he fine?
Is he fine? No. Urkel's still up and at him. I think he's a very fit man. I don't know what he does. All right. Okay, everybody. So those were our regular 10 questions. We still got donations rolling in, which is everybody's being super generous. We're going to update everybody very soon on that. But now we're going to go ahead and hop into our bonus questions. Extra points. That's 2 extra points per correct answer. Please send this in just one answer to Maria. Just one answer message to Maria. Do not break it up into several. John Williams has been nominated for 52 Academy Awards and only won 5 times. Bad odds. James, if you're so fond of percentages, give us that percentage. Name the movies he actually took home the win for. 2 points for each correct answer. 1, send a maximum of 5 answers to Maria. Name the movies he actually took home the win for. 2 points for each correct answer. Send a maximum of 5 answers to Maria. Only send a maximum of 5 answers to Maria. Side note, as you can see at the bottom, we know there are a lot of Star Wars movies. You got to give the full name of the film you're guessing if it's a Star Wars movie. If it's a Star Wars movie, we're not saying it is. You got to give the full title.
This woman guessed my name for the last answer. That's so cute.
Well, I've seen James on a toilet. He used a toilet for a chair. That's one. That's fun. I remember that offhand. I can do a lot of things on the fly. Math slows me down, especially when I have to toggle between 4 different apps to do a tally.
Yeah,
Not that I'm
I think
complaining.
that everybody should.
I'm not complaining at all. I'm very happy for everybody's generosity. All right, everybody. Go ahead and get those bonus answers in. You still got 2 minutes left on the clock. We give you a little extra cushion time for those bonus questions. Everybody, you're being so generous and so kind to Roustabout Theater Company. Really just an incredible theater. They've got a lot of great titles underneath their belt. I've really enjoyed Mad as a Hatter. I've really enjoyed oh my gosh, I forgot it again. I'm sorry. Great Lakes. All Childish Things. My favorite show that I've ever been in. I've loved that show since I saw it when I was maybe 20. And to get to be in it was a true thrill for me. My favorite thing I've ever done on stage. Wish I could do it every year. That's not a realistic expectation, of course. But anywho, really incredible nonprofit organization. They put out some really great stuff. If you can't donate to us today, that's okay. You can always send it to their website, roustabouttheater.com/donate, or you can go see Shadow Calls on October 1st. Really just an incredible theater, doing beautiful work. It's such a shame that we are not going to get to see Chasing Clouds, because I know they're really going to put their heart and soul into it, and they were really going to have an incredible item. They have a beautiful mission statement. They're passionate about owning their stills and the resumes and working with young artists, local artists. They are working sure that everybody's paid a fair wage. I know that while they started out early, they initially started out with some great fundraisers, really awesome radio shows that I saw as well. I loved those too. I don't recall the official name of those, but they had some beautiful radio plays. Hopefully they'll do those soon again. You know what? That could be, if you haven't thought of it, that could be a great thing to do on Zoom or YouTube Live and have a donation there. I would certainly watch it, because they had a great time doing it, but, I haven't thought of it. That's a free idea. I'm not even going to charge you for that. In fact, opposite, I'm going to send you the money we've raised. Everybody, so far, we're at $345 for Roustabout Theater. What a jump. Due to your constant generosity, we are at $345 for Roustabout Theater. That is some butts in seats. That is nothing to scoff at. I am sure they are going to appreciate that when it gets sent to them in the upcoming days. It depends on a few factors as to how people sent me money and what checks got to clear. But we're at $345. I know we're going to beat $350 any moment. What a jump from going from $225 to $345 at our last update. Everybody's so kind, so generous. And Roustabout Theater certainly deserves it. Roustabout Theater does incredible work. Again, they before they even started, they made sure they had enough to pay their staff and actors and professionals and tech a fair wage before they even jumped into their first show, because they understand the travails that come along with working in this business sometimes, and they just respect everybody, and they respect everybody's time. All right, we're going to go on over. You've had more than enough time for this bonus game. I know we're going to be able to break 345. Who's going to break it? I don't know, but I know it's going to be one of you. Going into our answers, we were looking for Fiddler on the Roof, Jaws, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, E.T., and Schindler's List. The 5 that John Williams won was for Fiddler on the Roof, Jaws, Star Wars Episodes 4, A New Hope, E.T., and Schindler's List. I'm going to butt heads with Maria for a second. If you just put Star Wars, that still counts, because in the original release it was called Star Wars.
No, Andy!
I'm teasing. Oh my gosh, it's fine.
You know how many teams there are today?
I'm teasing. That's not an issue that came up. All right. Okay, everybody. So we are tallying your scores. We're going to give you those in a minute. The scores that you have that we're about to announce are what you can wager up to. Here is the category: Super Bowl Entertainment. Super Bowl Entertainment is our final category.
That bakery's offering them a coupon.
Oh my goodness. There is the bakery that we talked about, Mad Dwarf, is offering a little discount if you want to get some sweets and shortbread. I recommend them. They are incredible. Mention virtual trivia for Detroit Arts and get $1 off a package of shortbread or Celtic scones. We had the shortbread, incredible. They gave us raspberry shortbread. They gave us double chocolate shortbread. They gave us vanilla shortbread. Everyone delicious. Oh, and cherry scones. And everyone was delicious. Please reach out to Mad Dwarf Bakery. They do have a Facebook. If you search Mad Dwarf Bakery on Facebook, order from them. Use the coupon code Virtual Trivia for Detroit's Art. You get a whole $1 off the package. That's incredible. That is incredible.
Okay. I'm going to give them their scores in a second. Hold off on your
Wagers, please.
Hold off on your wagers because we are still tallying our last scores.
Really hard. This is like great question. Thank you to that person.
What was the question?
The bonus question.
Oh, the bonus question. Yeah, David. That was from our shame corner last week. David, he thought he could write better questions, and you know what? He wrote that question. So if you think that's the better question, go ahead and put hashtag Favid in the chat. Favid, because David's your favorite. If you think it was a poor question, go ahead and put Navid, because he's a real knave for thinking that was a great question. Again, remember that knave is with a K. So again, hashtag Favid if you think that was a great bonus question. Hashtag Navid if you think it was a bad question.
Okay, I got the score.
All right, we got our scores. These can be what your wager is up to. Listen to Maria carefully.
Okay, so I have the scores. Sorry, it was hard to tally that last one just because there's so many answers. Alrighty. Oh my, I still have one more team actually. Oh my god. This is really something. Okay, that's okay. All right, here we go. Temple of Zoom, 33 points. Polana, 18 points. Team Troglodyte, 78 points. Let's Meet at the Theater, 29 points. Waiting for Fauci, 68 points. Open Book Starcatcher, 65 points. The Barn Rats, 58 points. TB Team, 88 points. Tired of Winning, 64 points. Mothra's Minions, 29 points. Powers That Be, 19 points. Last week's winner, Jomanda, 46 points. Kevin and the Zits, 82 points. Hoosier Ganders, 80 points. Quarantine Triple Date, 66 points. Higgins Hippos, 20 points. Rowdy Rousties, 38 points. Role Models, 16 points. Those People have 20 points. Awkward Sirens, 58 points. Pin Pals, 58 points. And Are We the Baddies? 44 points. Send me your wagers if you want to bet all. Tell me the exact number. Thank you.
All right, so you know our category. It's Super Bowl entertainment. You got 2 minutes to send Maria your wager. What are you wagering? Again, our first place prize is $42. Our second place prize is $18. Again, first place prize is $42. Second place is $18. So play it smart if you want those bragging rights, or play it reckless if you just want to absolutely dominate those other teams. And I have a feeling that a lot of you just want to go in for the domination. If you want to send us a little extra love to Roustabout Theater Troupe, go ahead and you can always send it to me via Venmo or PayPal, as well as Roustabout's theater page, roustabouttheater.com/donate. Again, the only reason I prefer the Venmo and PayPal is it's so fun to, get that one big old check to see everybody kind of raise it in that same game. Just really, it's nice to, any donation is kind, of course. So go about whatever your route is, but that's my recommendation. All right. We got a pretty good pot going on. Right now, we have $345 for Roustabout Theater, $345. The $345 just feels incomplete to me. Maria and I are going to donate. Maria and I are going to round that up to $360. Maria and I are going to throw in 15 and round that up to $360 for Roustabout Theater. I think we can break $400 come the end of the game. So right now, we are at $360. I am confident that we can get to $400 by the end of the game. So everybody dig deep and show Roustabout Theater Troupe some love. You know what? If Pat Luce in the chat just demanding to know what tipping point is betting, TP team is betting, and you know what? Fair play. I consider that under revelry in the chat. Trash talk and revelry. That's definitely falling into it. Shelley, sparking a rivalry not with another team, but the other Ann Arbor-based theater that we raised money for. Hey, you know what? I am happy to raise money for any of these theaters. All these theaters we've donated for, I've seen and had the pleasure of seeing some of their shows or working in some of their shows. All these charities are great. We're not giving to any bad charities. So if spite is your motivation to donate, I say go for it. We're at 360 and I'm pretty dang confident we can get to 400 by the end of the game. It's not worth winning if you can't win big. Again, that's that domination. Teams are just gunning for it. You can take from the hints that if you play smart, you may win up against a lot of these teams if you think they may not know it. Again, Super Bowl entertainment is our category. You got a little longer to think about that. We are still crunching our numbers here. Again, we've had a lot of very generous people send some money in. Susan, Roman, Rachel, Amanda, Carla, just a lot of generous folks today. Scott, just a lot of generous folks sending in their donations. Chris, very kind people. And I'm so pleased that all of you are so kind and so supportive. It really is touching to see such generosity in the area. All right, so we got our wagers in. This is the grand finale of it, unless we get a tie. Our category is Super Bowl entertainment. I hope you determine how confident you were about this, because our question is, since 2000, 5 different reality TV series have served as a Super Bowl lead-out program. Name 2 of those programs. Please send Maria only 2 answers. Do not send more than 2. Since the year 2000, 5 different reality TV programs have served as a Super Bowl lead-out program. Name 2 of those other programs. Send Maria only 2 answers. Again, name 2, only 2. No half points, no extra credit. Lead-out programs means the show after the Super Bowl. Directly after the game. Lead-out program placed after the Super Bowl because they think that a lot of people will stick around to be too lazy to change the channel and get great ratings. So lead-out program, I was definitely going to clarify that. Thanks for speaking out. Lead-out program is what is immediately after the Super Bowl. I almost gave a fun fact, but I can't. After. No. I was about to give an example.
Why are you turning the camera off?
I turned it back on. I was about to give an example, and I said, no, that defeats the purpose of the question. Big shout out to Zito for calming down. Real rough seas when we started. Glad that everybody's being so much kinder. Again, we are at $360 for Roustabout Theater Troupe. If you haven't donated and are having a great time, consider sending a little extra love our way so we can make sure that Roustabout gets a little recognition for the hard work that they put into the shows that were unfortunately postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic hitting a lot of our theaters very hard. But it's great to see that in this difficult time, or as every email I've ever received from every company describes it, uncertain time, that everybody is being very kind and very generous and very supportive. We have people from, all walks of life here. People who are supporting the arts, people who just love trivia, people who are craving that bar trivia and missed it, which is really why Maria and I started the game.
Yeah, I'm a trivia nut.
Maria loves going to bar trivia. Before the pandemic, she went every Tuesday with her group, and we would find other weeks to go, which is so we wanted to capture a little bit of that, but also do it with a little bit of fundraising. So thank you all so much for your generosity. You got 2 minutes left on the clock. You got 2 minutes left on the clock to get these answers in. Really think it over. Everybody here is incredibly generous, and we do truly appreciate it. And we know Roustabout Theater appreciates it. A, because any sane people would, because this is such a generous donation you're all sending in. And B, they actually commented in the chat that they appreciate it, and they're very pleased with the results here. But the results aren't over. We are at $360 for Roustabout Theater. Our end goal is to get to $400. Pump it up. As who is Dallas Buyers Club?
I don't know.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, yeah.
As Matthew McConaughey once said, you need to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Wolf of Wall Street. Ever heard of it? I have. I haven't seen it. Roustabout Theater, Shelley offering a popular opinion, at least popular with me. Rousties, you the best, agreed wholeheartedly, which is why we want to break that $400 barrier for them. No pressure, of course. We're not trying to attack anybody here. We're just trying to spread the love as best we can. If you can't donate today, put it in your calendar to see Calling Shadows in October. Calling Shadows is going to be a great show in October, running beginning October 1st. Directed by an old friend of mine, Megan Richards. Haven't seen her in a while. I'm going to go see the show and hope that she's there and I can see her. You got a minute left on the clock. Come on, get these answers in. It's the Super Bowl. It's not hard. It's not really the Super Bowl. And it is a bit of a hard question. You got to know quite a few factors. Please. We got the answers rolling in. We got things tallying.
Those are all the possible answers. Everybody's in.
Oh, brilliant. Breaking news. Everybody is in. Wow. Maria just handed me the scores. Wow. That's, I just going to say, it caught me off guard, and it's just really something. All right. Since 2000, 5 different reality TV series have served as a Super Bowl lead-out program. Name 2 of those programs. Send Maria only 2 answers. Not part of the question, but part of it. All right. Our answers are The Masked Singer, Survivor, The Voice, Undercover Boss, and The World's Best. Again, our answers were The Masked Singer, Survivor, The Voice, Undercover Boss, and The World's Best. We were, again, as the question stated, we were looking for the reality TV shows. The reality TV shows. I know.
Everybody did that.
I don't know what people are answering.
You're making it seem like they're stupid. You can't read the question right.
No, I'm just adding some
Flair?
thoroughness. Flair. Yeah, flair is it. Everybody, if you think that I have flair for this, go ahead and put hashtag flair. If you think I'm bad for this and should stop, go ahead and put hashtag nair because I should just,
They want me to
get rid of my hair and leave.
Wow. Yeah, now that'll really cause some tension.
Yeah. All right. So if you put 2 of those answers, you got your wager back. Incredible. You doubled it. Okay. You got it back and you doubled it. Flair for days. Thank you. All right. So I'm rambling because I'm trying to increase tension. I'm also doing some additional math for other things. We're at 360 for Roustabout Theater, our incredible beneficiaries. If you can't donate today, make sure you buy your tickets for their next show in October. So we got a really close game here. With 129 points, we got Krista Eubank. I'm sorry, what's the team there? We didn't write the team down. That's okay.
I forgot to.
Sorry, we accidentally Zoom. We got 129 points. Pretty good, but some other teams did better. No, what is it? Maria's giving me false information. Open Book Star Catchers came in with 129 points. Again, 129 points was Open Book Star Catchers, but that's only 5th place. Quarantine came in with 132. Pretty nice, 132. Our next team came in with 160 points, and that would be so close. I'm rooting for these guys. Team Troglodytes.
I know.
So close, Team Troglodytes. Team Troglodytes is remnants and part of the tribute team that Maria and I play with. Mostly Maria. I'm kind of the.
Don't forget to mention us to them so they can
Yeah.
get their discount.
That's right. Again, Team Troglodyte, similar members have an incredible bakery, Mad Dwarf Bakery. Mention virtual trivia for Detroit Arts to get $1 off. So since they're in 3rd place, now we're going to be talking about the people who are going to win a little money. This is no surprise. 2nd place is Kevin and the Zits. Kevin and the Zits, frequent winner, frequent competitor. They're taking home $18. Kevin and the Zits, big round of applause. Pat yourselves on the back. Maria is planning applause for you. And our winner for tonight, for a grand total of $42, is with only a 1-point difference, 165 points, just 1 point higher than Kevin and Zits. That's TP Team. Everybody, big old round of applause for TP Team. They've been fighting for it. They're hungry. The past 3 weeks, they have been in here tooth and nail, talking smack, throwing things down, being ruder than is necessary, frankly. Playing psychological games to lessen the defense of the other teams, which is a great strategy. TP Team, pat yourselves on the back because you are this week's winner, winning by 1 point. Again, they beat Kevin and the Zits by just 1 point. Again, sometimes you got to go all in. Don't listen to me when I say go smart. Go all in. Go stupid. Wow. Maria's phrasing. You guys bullied TP Team in the first place. So TP Team is in many senses the winner, but in another sense, I think that Roustabout Theater Company is the winner. We have $360 raised for them. That loose is hilarious. Quarantine, not far behind. Natalie, that's gotta hurt. You bailed chips to form your own team and you lost. Natalie, if think about reuniting again. Think about if you analyze your strategy, what you can change to really kick their butts next time. You seceded from TP Team. And I'm confident you seceded because you think you can do things a little better. And you know what? You might be right. So, Natalie, we got to see you next week. TP team, we got to see you next week. Quarantine, we got to see you next week because we got to see this rivalry play out. Tipping Point Theater, very generous, sending their $42 in for the donation. You know what that means? We broke the $402 mark. I'm going to high five Maria. Woo! Woo-hoo! Woohoo! A little Ric Flair, a little Blur, song number 2. Woohoo indeed. A little woohoo, a little Simpsons, Homer Simpson, all whatever woohoo you want. We broke that 402 barrier just as I predicted. We are at 402.
Can we break 8?
Can we break 408?
No, 800.
800? No, we can't. I'm not putting that expectation on anybody here.
What?
You know what?
Are we trying to fundraise or are we trying to fundraise?
We are trying to fundraise, but I think the key is to increments. We're at 402. Very generous number, but very ugly. Can we please get that to a more standard number like 410 or 415? Maria and I already sent our donation. We call it our ugly donation because it's a weird number. We were at 366. We wanted to round that up. 346. We wanted to round that up because it's a gross number. Can we get it to a more aesthetically pleasing number? It's at 402. Maybe we can flip that 2 and the 0. Can we get to 420? It's not that day anymore. We did have trivia on 420, and that was our goal. And we exceeded it, which was generous but disappointing. We're at 402. Can we break 40,000? 40 million. I thought that was a period.
It has not been confirmed.
We have a couple theaters as a possibility for next week. If you know a theater, if you're friends with a theater runner, send us a message. We've reached out to a few, but a lot of you have reached out to us. If you reach out to us, that's a pretty good likelihood you're going to get included, as long as you meet her. Maria's got something to say.
You know, I mostly handle the scheduling and all the behind the scenes stuff. A lot of times I contact theaters and they say, yeah, that would be great. Let me ask our people. And then they never respond to me again. I know that we're like not, like legit. We're just like 2 people in our kitchen with our baby doing this. But you know what? You guys are the theater professionals. Tell your friends about it so that if I have reached out to them or am going to reach out to them, or if they want to reach out to me, you know what I mean? They can push and be like, no, we really do want to do this because we really want to, help people. And I mean, I'm not going to say we're running out of theaters, but are we running out of theaters? I only say that because no one's reaching out. Mm-hmm. So we have maybe one confirmed for next week. They haven't confirmed yet, though. So send somebody our way.
Right. We totally respect that, you put out a fishing line, but you say, okay, thanks for letting us know. Let me confirm with our producing director or artistic director or our campaign guy. That's great, but we want to get this money raised for you. You know what? If you gotta ask, shoot first and ask questions later, do what you gotta do. We're at 402 for the theater. Again, our big winners were TP Team and Kevin and the Zits. So kind, everybody. Beautiful. Kevin and the Zits, they haven't given any victory laps or victory shouts. Kevin and the Zits normally messaging us, rubbing it in someone's face or saying woohoo or patting themselves on the back. Kevin and the Zits, let us know you're happy. I think you should be happy. I know it's not first place. I know you're used to first place, but second's nothing to scoff at. That's $18. That's more than tripled your investment. If we don't have a theater next week, we're just going to raise money for ourselves. No, well, I don't know about that. But anyways.
We'll raise money for my kids.
Oh, of course. Maria.
Deer Park Elementary Chorus Stars. Woo!
Deer Park Elementary Chorus Stars. Give it up. Those are our plan B. But if you know another theater, have them reach out to us. We're happy to hear and get it rolling. We're aiming for local theaters. We're aiming for theaters that were affected by the COVID-19 epidemic. We're aiming for nonprofits, but we're going to be flexible on things because it's just impacting everybody here. So, if you know a theater, if you know theater professionals, reach out to us. A lot of you are theater professionals. If you want to send money over to Zito's College Fund, I will give you the link. We have set it up with the Michigan Education Savings Plan. Hopefully, by the time he's 18, we're going to have a more comprehensive college plan in the United States. That's obviously nothing we can guarantee, but I'm optimistic for it. Worst case scenario, I think he gets, as long as his grandma's still teaching university, which I don't think she will be at that age. Well, we also get a discount at a few. 20 years, 18 years from now. I don't know if she's going to be working. I think she's going to be retired. At 18 years, I think your mom's going to be retired. Too bad. She can hold on. And, he can get that free college from Macomb. I guess we're officially in the post game. Yeah. We're in the post game. Anybody who's familiar with the post game knows that I'm going to think of a number right now. I just thought of a number. When the viewers gets to that number or below that number, we are going to end. And James, thank you for playing. Thank you for your generosity. Congratulations on your win. We tease you. We're a little jovial in our antagonism. Great for joining us. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you next week. If theaters want to get a hold of us, just send me a message on Facebook. Send Maria a message on Facebook. Send the virtual trivia page a message on Facebook. If they have my email, andygatons@gmail.com, they're more than welcome to reach out however they like. Again, Maria and I, a lot of people for some reason think the virtual trivia is more than Maria and I. It's not. It's literally just us. We're being very kind. We're trying to be kind and kind of raise the money because, we're both in the performing arts. We are not taking any of this money. All this money is going straight to the theater. It goes straight to the theater. And we just want everybody to have a great time and help the community that we so care for. Post-game topic. We're at 4:02, which is fantastic. We met the goal that I set for ourselves. So I'm certainly pleased about that. Everybody here has been so generous, so kind. I'm looking at my phone because I'm trying to do some more maths and tallying, making sure that we're not missing anything. Danny, thank you for playing. We look forward to seeing you next week. It's going to be so much fun. I hope we get to see you again next week. Natalie, I hope to see you next week as well. It's been a treat getting to see you play. And I've seen your generosity, and I really do appreciate it. I'm sure all of us do. Okay. We do have more donations rolling in. Rousties, I hope you stuck around because we still have donations rolling in. I'm checking my math because we just made a big jump. I'm glad you're all having fun. Pat Luce, good night. Sonia, good night. We love having you guys play along with us. It is a lot of fun. We love to see these friendly faces.
They're still here, good.
I'm glad that the Rousies are still here because I think we have a better update for you. My goodness. Really? Wow. We're at 470. Really incredible number. Everybody, you've been so generous. We're at $470 for the Roustabout Theater Company. I believe that's broken our record. I got to check it. I'm pretty sure that broke our record. Again, $470 for the Roustabout Theater Company. I pray that I did my math right because I would hate to rescind that and say my math was off. But I'm looking at the total of the accounts that I have. And we're at 470. So I'm so glad that we got in contact with you guys. because this is so generous. I can't wait to see Casting Shadows. I can't wait to see the incredible money that you guys, the incredible use that you guys put to this. I'm sorry that you guys didn't win. I'm sorry that the Rousties didn't win. Amanda, thanks for joining us. Thank you for your generosity. We love playing with you. We want a question from you, Amanda. Amanda, we need a question from you for next week. Don't forget. I'm going to message you if you forget. But yeah, Maria and I have seen some incredible shows. Mad as a Hatter. Oh boy, Mad as a Hatter. I was tearing up at that. It really hit home at the end. It was just really beautiful show. Extremely well acted. Really, really unique show that I haven't seen it. Beautiful set design. I love the wall pages that wall frames that Jen Mazeloff designed. I think it was Michael Allen Herman wrote that, but it was a great script. Had me tearing up at the end, just because I was having such a beautiful time. Oh boy, Anna, that's right. Those of you who are joining aren't familiar. I was in a show of theirs 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago today, or not today, in a month or so. He asked me to do a Chewbacca thing, which because I did that. Let me get some saliva. Let me get some moisture in my mouth. I can do that though. Maria hated it, but it was requested by the audience. She's giving a frustrated nod. Anna, and all the other Rousies who aren't speaking on YouTube, I'm glad that we got to work with y'all. As I was saying, please, I know you guys didn't win, but after this, everybody get on Skype, get on Facebook video chat, and you guys deserve a round of pints to have virtually, even if you got to pay for them yourselves. I think it's something y'all deserve because y'all work very hard, and I'm really looking forward to seeing your show in October. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, please message us. Suggestions, we're open. I can't say we're going to take them. We've gotten some great suggestions. We try to interact them. There are a few suggestions we threw out of the way. I can maximize myself. I don't know why I'm still small. Well, you don't need to learn about the Super Bowl anymore. We're still in the post game. It was a great round. We were working on this up to the wire. We were still getting questions in around 5:00 today. And that's just sometimes plans go when you're working with a 3-month-old child. 3 months as of today. Congratulations, happy 3-month anniversary, Zito. When you're working with a 3-month-old child, you gotta set aside some time for him. You can't always spend it writing trivia. All right, we're still in the post game. We still have plenty of people lingering around. We are at 470 for Roustabout Theater Company, which exceeded our goal and is very generous. Everybody's super kind. Zito, what do you think of the game today? Stoic man of silence. Hannah Simmons, yes, please celebrate. Please celebrate. We'd love to hear from you guys. One of our favorite companies out there. A lot of incredible staff. Love Joey. Love Joe. Love Joseph. Love you working with you, Anna, and just incredible staff all around. So we're happy to mitigate some of the money that you guys lost by losing Chasing Clouds. Very unfortunate, but we hope we see a little bit of light from this scenario. Zito, what was your favorite question? He hates sports questions, but you gotta have him in. We kind of had 1.5 sports questions today because we did have just one sports question, but then we also kind of had that Super Bowl adjacent question. So, kind of kind of a question and a half. My shirt smells like sweat. It's a bit of a gamble wearing them on your chest for 2.5 hours because you don't know, is he going to have a leaky diaper? Is the body heat between the two just going to kind of get on your shirt? And yeah, today it was the later. Again, I think I can confirm pretty thoroughly that the cloth diaper did indeed hold up this game. And it is in fact just mostly my own sweat currently on my chest. Big relief on the back and shoulders. Really the strap, the harness is really incredible. I do recommend it. But the thing is it's not, I don't know if it's meant to be worn for 2.5 hours at a time. Ergo Baby is the brand. It's like a backpack for a child, and it's for the front. This is the post game. You will not be getting any hints. We've had a few questions about, our scenarios. Our surroundings. Behind me, we've had a question what the portrait is behind me. This is a portrait of Mark Evan Jackson in my house holding my issue of The Amazing Spider-Man #1 gold record variant. Let me turn off the glare so you can see that. It's Mark Evan Jackson, really great actor, friend, because he was in our house. I think he deserves a friend status of sorts, even though he refuses to respond to my messages. He doesn't respond when I send him an email. And that's okay. It was his mistake for sending it in. So that's one of our scenarios. Amazing Spider-Man #1 golden record reprint, autographed by Stan Lee, cherished possession. Also cherishes the photo of him holding it exactly where the picture hangs. You'll see that next to him is the molding of the door that is right there. So one of my favorite pictures, one of my favorite possessions. Not that possessions mean anything, but sometimes they're just nice to have. It's okay to take pride in the things that you collect. We also have several books by Carolyn Keene, Nancy Drew, on the shelf as well. It's The Mysteries of the Moss-Covered Canyon leads it. Those were Maria's grandmother's. Not first editions, just full of sentimental value. They are quite old, and Maria was read to them as a child. You're welcome, Anna. I'm glad you'll enjoyed the trivia. You're welcome. We're happy to do it, and we love to do it for the other teams. All right. Well, it's at this time. We still have a few people watching. We have 8 people still watching. I don't know why. Again, it's hard to ramble on about things. But we've raised $470 for Roustabout Theater, and I'm going to pat myself on the back for that. I'm going to give a big round of applause for all of you. But we're at $8. I'm sorry, 8 viewers, which was my cutoff point. So I am ending our post game. Everybody, thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. Roustabout Theater, expect to get that money sometime next week. We got to wait for people's payments to clear. And sometimes people are a little delayed in sending their donations in, but they're all very kind. So keep an eye out for that a little later. Next week, we're going to have another great theater. Thank you all so much for your kindness. Thank you all so much for your generosity. We couldn't do this without you. We love you all very much, and we love to support this beautiful community. If you know a theater that would love to benefit from this, have them reach out to us. You all have a great day.